the Tide for the right reasons, because I was just saying it what I was seeing. I was saying it as I see it and my experiences in boxing. I'm a lot more experienced than a lot of other boxing media people out there. I put myself in the top 1% of them people. You know, there's not many people that are really out there that are saying it as it is, and they've got the experience. I can only name one I found really, and that's Spencer Oliver. You know, as a former boxer, and now he's starting to speak the truth and say what he sees, which is great. I think. Love that comment for the. How can you eat 30 eggs a day? Before we carry on, Spencer, I have ate 30 eggs on Easter Sunday. I ate 30 cream eggs. That's the top and bottom of it. So you know, and like I say, Simon Jordan's doing amazing stuff now as well.
Yeah.
Like I say, you ain't got to be that experienced in boxing, like you know yourself. And I'll let you have your comment in a minute about this. You know, if you say what you see, you realise what a state boxing's in at the moment, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I think with Simon Jordan and what the criticism that's been thrown to him by Eddie Hearn, and we saw with True Geordie and Tyson Fury going off on True Geordie, a lot of people in boxing, a lot of boxers think that if you've never got in a ring yourself and you've never had a fight, that you can't have an opinion on boxing. Where for me, I think that's bollocks, personally. I think that you can watch boxing and you can analyse the sport and you can say what you see. I mean, if Tyson Fury is going to go on True Geordie's channel and say, hang on, you've never laced a pair of books, why are you saying this? Then why were you trained by Ben Davison? He was never a boxer. You know what I mean? Ben Davison trained him because Ben Davison's someone that analyses boxing. I mean, you have your personal opinion on Ben Davison. Many people do. They call him box size coach. But yeah, I think he's an example of someone, that you can at least make a career in boxing and training them. You don't have to be a boxer yourself.
Well, I'll have to take you back on that. I think Ben Davison had a few amateur fights.
Really?
So he did have a little bit of pedigree, but I totally agree with what you're saying, because forget Ben Davison, whose name always gets brought up because he trained Tyson Fury. There's a lot of people out there that are cheerleaders and backslappers, who have never had any experience in the ring. I wouldn't even class them as PTers, because I think that's disrespectful to some PTers out there, because they've got a couple of exams of being a PT coach. These people are going to the British Boxing Board of Control, or if we want to call it the British Boxing Board out of control. And they're basically getting a license on the back of what? On the back of what CV? I mean, Ben Davison, credit where credit's due. I used to see him in the gym years ago with Billy Joe Saunders. I believe he's got a bit of an understanding about boxing. It has helped that he's got all good fighters. I don't disagree with that. But I think any trainer that's out there, or whoever's out there, has got to have good fighters to become a good trainer. You can't have a mediocre fighter who's always going to be mediocre. It don't matter if you're the greatest teacher or trainer in the world.